What's up, athletes, and welcome to Friday Night Lights. Tonight we're playing Tommy Gun Witches, a point-and-click horror game, I think? I don't know if it's actually a horror game, technically. Okay. New game. I'm jolted awake by this phone going off. It's the boss, the chief inspector. The man's well sloshed, just like any other night. Something's up. Meet me at I guess I just shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't do voices for this yet. Something's up. Meet me at room 12 of the Zephyr Lodge Motel. He slurs between swigs. The door's unlocked. I'll be right there. I wonder if it's another case of a black cat suspected of being a witch in hiding. With the economy going down faster than a roller coaster with faulty brakes, tensions are rising, and people are seeing witches everywhere. And yet, in all my 12 years of service at the Bureau of Witchcraft and Anomaly Control, I've only encountered 3 witches. I down my coffee in one gulp, retrieve my sentinel uniform from under the bed, and head out. Ah, the Zephyr Lodge Motel, as grimy and decrepit as I remember. A den of swindlers, hacksters, and hustlers. God, I can't read. My boss, well, into his 6th or 7th beer, is engrossed in a black and white western. Chief Inspector Dunn. Lucas, you're finally here. This time, it's the real deal. I believe we've got a live one. Not another black cat? Oh, not another black cat then? I don't believe so. Dustin Heights 9. Dustin reported a scream. That doesn't register with me. Oh my god, I can't read. Dustin Heights 9. Neighbor reported a scream. It still doesn't register what he's saying, but oh my god. The chief found the guy dead in his room. Someone had taken out his intestines. To top it off, the body was reeking of sulfuric acid. Guess it's clear we ain't chasing no black cat this time around. Where's the body now? At the morgue. But check the guy's room first. With your night vision. With your why did I say night vision? There's no night in there. With your visor, you might discover hidden evidence the witch left behind. The kind the police won't find. Anything peculiar about this guy making him a target? None that we could tell. The poor shot Anthony Maxwell pushed papers for a plastics company. A filing clerk? He achieved an unexpected milestone. Becoming the first ever filing clerk on a witch's hit list. Who would have thought the plastic supply business packed such thrilling perils? You still here, Lucas? On my way out, Chief Inspector. A brief tutorial. Left click on objects to interact with them. A brightly lit decorative icon indicates additional interactions. Access the map by left clicking the map icon on the bottom right of the screen. Hover over the bag icon to access your inventory. Escape for options. Or click the cog. Alright. Mind if I snagged a beer, sir? Oh, that was me. Mind if I snag a beer, sir? You're on duty, Sentinel. Evans, what is this force coming to? Chief Inspector Dunn always wears his witch detecting visors. It's been ages since he last tangled with one, but he's dead set on staying prepared. The man's been hitting the bottles again. Running witch and anomaly control across 4 states will drive any man to drink. If the witches start crawling out of the woodwork and causing havoc like they did during the riots of '68, we're in for a wild ride. There's a lot of lore here. Mind if I take this western cassette? That's gonna help with your witch investigation? I doubt it. Well then, keep your paws off my movie, Sentinel. Does the egg repel witchcraft? What are you blabbering about? That's my dinner! Your 1 a.m. dinner, Chief? That's what I'm going to follow this beer with. Okay, so this is my inventory. Unveils hidden witches and their items. Beer, Inspector, TV. The Chief Inspector's watching a black and white western. During tough times, he switches to the home shopping network. So whatever's going on, he doesn't seem too alarmed just yet. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. Dustin Heights 9 was clean. Too clean for a murder scene. Not a single spattering of blood tainting the walls, bed, or curtains. And the smell of sulfuric acid failed to linger in the air. It was evident that the killer, be it a witch or otherwise, sought to make a statement through a careful execution of violence. This was not an act of passion, but one carried out by a cold, calculated mind. Regardless, this was the appearance they intended to leave. Should the culprit be a witch, my visor ought to uncover some proof. I knew my visor would piece together the whole scene at Dustin Heights 9, but nothing prepared me for this. There's no doubt Anthony Maxwell was done in by a witch. Strangely enough, she ditched her Tommy gun and mask. That's practically unheard of. Why are witches using Tommy guns and clown masks? A witch's mask, huh? Witches do have a flair for theatrics when it comes to their crime scenes. But discarding their precious mask, that's a rare move for them. Typically, they leave behind a firecracker or a grenade. A warning that they'll strike again with their trademark violence. The only time a witch parts with her mask is if she's calling it quits. But this case seems different. This murder holds a special significance for the proprietor. Yeah, nailed it. I can't read. It wasn't just another job. It was the grand finale she's been preparing for. A witch's Tommy gun. Now that's a strange sight. While witches leave various items as calling cards at murder scenes, I've never known any to abandon their weapons of choice like this. It could mean this witch is renouncing her violent ways and disavowing her coven, but such an event hasn't occurred since Godlarding's defection in the 19th century. This witch must have a really good reason for leaving behind her prized possession. Oh, the music's really nice. Thick green curtains let none of the thick green curtains let none of the street light penetrate. I'm speculating here, but I'd say it's not a case of someone prizing their privacy too much. Anthony feared being watched, but why? Why would anyone be so interested in a file clerk to take to spying on him? The bed hasn't been slept in. There isn't a single drop of blood on the sheet or any sign of a struggle. Whoever did old Anthony didn't care to surprise him in his sleep. Giving the chair a good once-over, I don't find any unusual marks or stains or blood. Murder victims often have strange things stashed among their undergarments. Anthony is no exception. The photo found tucked away at the back of the drawer depicts a witch named Mayan Chirp, as stated in the text on its reverse side. Glancing over her shoulders, she appears to be a young woman in her 20s, displaying the characteristics vibrant green skin of a typical witch. Just what was her connection to Anthony? At this point, it's reasonable to assume a witch has been involved with Anthony's murder. The photo hidden in the drawer suggests he may have known the witch personally, who may or may not have been the murderer. I believe I've learned enough to share my findings with the inspector. I'd better head back. Oh, okay, that's the cog, I guess. Wait, which look? looking over his shoulder. Here you go. A witch. I can't tell from the other ones. I can't tell one from the other. I can't read. Why can I not read tonight? A witch. Okay. I've dug up proof pointing to a witch's hand in Anthony Maxwell's murder. Witches can't leave well enough alone. Banishing them to another dimension didn't stop them. They're like stubborn weeds pushing through the cracks. Implaceable. That's what they are. So, what is it you found? A witch's mask and a witch's Tommy gun. Also found a snap of a young witch tucked away. Witches don't usually abandon their Tommy guns or masks. It's like breaking a sacred rule for them. And that photo of the witch, she's a young woman. That means she's born post-banishment in the otherworldly hellhole. Makes it quite the mystery then. How'd Anthony get mixed up with her? If there's anyone who knows anything about the so-called new witches, it's those dealers who traffic witches' narcotics into our dimension. They know what's what. Madeline's one such dealer, disguising herself as a juice vendor on Tutbury Avenue. What is with all these names and words? I can't pronounce them. My country roots just can't do this. Paying her a visit might just pay off. Tutbury Avenue, where folks aren't what they seem and everybody's got some secret game going on. Every politician taken out in the past 10 years has managed to anger a mobster rooted in this place. I don't want to be here. So it's no surprise that when witches sought ways to sneak from the dimensions they'd be banished to, back into this world, their accomplices were traced down to this location. Now it's time to have a little chat with Madeline. This guy's been giving me the eye since I've arrived. Maybe I should talk to him. Good evening. Enjoying your beer? Washington. No, that sounds like the inspector. What's it to you? Just making conversation. He's pretty evasive. I can't do accents. Searchlights and luxury rave lights, parting as if the district's frequent knifings every 12 minutes were a distant thought. How much for a pomegranate? The pomegranates themselves are not for sale. You can buy the juice. How about I pay double for what it's worth? Triple the price might do it. It's a deal. I already got one pomegranate. Locating Madeline proved to be a straightforward task. Her juice stand has been a fixture in this spot for over a decade, vending pomegranate and grape juice, and occasionally discreetly offering other substances to select customers. Judging from her face mask, I can tell that she's still concerned about the contagious Luciferian outbreak that swept through the city last year. Now I only need to figure out what would make her talk. Good evening, or shall I say good night? Anything exotic on offer? Today's feature is yesterday's highlight, pomegranate and grapefruit juice. Well, that's ace suspicious. 2 delights in 1, pomegranate it is. There you go. Luck's on your side. It's tomorrow's specialty too. Funny how luck has favored me lately. That time I nabbed the crocodile killer, turns out he was also the infamous jaw splitter. Looks like I've captured your interest. Excellent. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew exactly who you were. Oh, was it the gleam in my eye that gave it away? It was the gay, confident, and brisk. Like you have no fear of being mugged around here. Now that the masks are down, I'd appreciate it if you could glance at this photo of one Mayan shirt. That's it, Mayan shirt. That's a witch. What makes you think I know her? That's the young witch. Most likely not born here, but brought from the nightmarish dimension we banished the witches to. And I heard that information spreads quickly to you if a witch comes through.
And if I told you that I've seen her?
Then I'd be very interested to learn more about her, especially in connection to the murder of the file clerk that occurred earlier tonight.
Murder? I can assure you she's not involved in anyone's murder.
Oh, and how can you be so certain?
Because she's deceased, so unless you believe dead witches return as ghosts, she's not your culprit.
Dead?
Indeed, deceased, and that's all I know.
Alright, I turned the volume of the game down a little bit, so hopefully if there was any audio problems before, that should be fixed now. And I also saved, so I don't know what to do now. Ready for this? Madeline believes Mayan Chirp's dead.
Oh, is she now? She got any hard evidence to back that up?
None that she has presented.
Well, this might hand us a motive. Another witch could have knocked off Anthony Maxwell out of vengeance. Speaking of the devil, the morgue's got her body prepped. I'd like you to head over to and examine it for secrets. See what else you can find.
I'm all over it. Ah, the morgue. Some weeks it's my second home, beating even the bar. And those are the weeks I'd rather forget. Last Tuesday, someone's tongue put on a fireworks show. They say it's the handiwork of a local devil making a comeback. At the morgue, surprises come packaged in all shapes and sizes. The light is already on, casting luminance upon Anthony Maxwell's lifeless mug. There are 3 bodies in here. The first one belongs to Benjamin Fies. According to his file, he never washed his hair. Ew. Eventually, corrosive acid formed and it eroded his head away. Ugh. The second one belongs to Sean Dolan, who was crushed by a falling bookshelf. Ouch. The third body belongs to an unidentified individual. Cause of death unknown. Interesting. I doubt they have roast beef stashed away in here. Nope, a couple of bodies. First one belongs to Iago Ellsworth. Let's see how he ended up here. It reads, Bargain Buds Polar Bear Challenge Regional Runner-Up. Just 5 minutes short of a lifetime supply of bacon-flavored diet... Ugh. Oh. That sounds disgusting. The second body belongs to Philip... some German guy. Yeah, we'll just say that. Some German guy. Apparently he was involved in a bizarre root beer incident. Seems like some of these freezers are big enough to hold 3 bodies. The first one belongs to Yap, who apparently died from eating too much candy. I can relate. Second body belongs to Jay Holmes. It says he choked on his own laughter. When my time comes, that's how I'd like to go. The third body belongs to Chad Armstrong. It says he was crushed by a 16-ton weight, and that's why I never go to the gym. Some necromancers persist in taunting and hurling insults even after death. This is when the crematorium proves to be quite advantageous. The majority of the items here are intended for post-mortem care. One item stands out. The the pathologist. God. Oh my god, dude. I cannot read for shit tonight. There's too many big words. Ugh. The pathologist might utilize chlorixide gluconate solution for personal disinfection. The label indicates ultra, This could be the most potent disinfectant on the market. Might be of use. And, of course, I'll just help myself to this scalpel here. You never know when it might prove useful. Alright. Germ killer. Juice. Witch. Okay. I should try that at the other place. That won't accomplish anything. Okay, then. The pathologist's report reveals the presence of 1345 ACP bullets in Anthony Maxwell's stomach. This fits my expectations thus far, which is typically target their victims with an odd number of bullets. And the caliber of the bullets points to a Tommy gun as the likely weapon. The greater the number of bullets found, the more fervent the witch's rage. Whatever Anthony had done, he must have really pissed off that witch. The report's final section details his last meal, comprising squid, crab, and lobsters. This guy's rich, holy crap. There's a local fish market where all three can be found. A visit might be in order. Beyond this, the report offers no further insights. Alright. The fan isn't running right now. They probably switched it on when there's a need to handle any odor buildup.
Verdict channels and absolutely nothing to watch.
Hold on, let's see if there's anything here. Alright, nothing. I was never a fan of lobsters. These ones seem like they're trying to escape. Squid used to be a hard pass for me. The slimy texture was a deal breaker. Yet I've grown fond of them.
Shall I pack you one from the crate?
Yes, please. The vendor proceeds to fetch a fresh squid from the crate. I've only ever had crabs in the form of crab cakes. Apparently their claws are highly desired by occultists. Interesting. I'm not sure what she stores in those crates, but my guess is it's more of the same. The fan is switched off, likely because it's 2 a.m. and the sweltering heat of midday has subsided. Good evening. Quite an interesting selection you have here. Do you often get many customers at this hour?
You'd be surprised. It's not uncommon for someone to wake up in the middle of the night. Remember his mother-in-law is coming in a few hours, and they desperately need to prepare crab soup.
Did I just miss something? Did I click twice?
Because that just happens to be your favorite dish.
At 2 a.m.? That seems far-fetched. At 2 a.m., I don't even dream about my mother-in-law. Which, incidentally, I don't have. Though, there was that one time I woke up at 4 a.m. craving squid.
And what did you do about that?
I polished off the last of the vanilla ice cream. It was either that or that unidentifiable browning thing at the back of the freezer. Honestly, I couldn't tell what it used to be. But captivating as my culinary adventures are, that's not why I'm here tonight. Earlier today, a man made a curious purchase. Squid, lobster, and crabs. Does that ring a bell?
This is a seafood market. Squid, lobster, and crabs are in high demand. Plenty of people buy them here.
All three at once? That's quite a seafood feast.
It's not too unusual. We get customers like that from time to time.
Alright, let's narrow it down. I'm talking about a man in his late 30s with unruly brown hair. He bought squid, lobster, and crabs all together today.
I think I may know who you're talking about. Well, what's it to you? You a copper?
Close enough. I'm a sentinel.
A sentinel? Poking around a seafood market? Are you expecting to find some gremlins or something?
Maybe not gremlins, no. But I can't ignore the possibility of something else lurking around. What else can you tell me about that man?
There's not much to tell. He arrived around 8 p.m., pointed to the seafood he wanted, paid, and left.
Did he appear anxious or uneasy in any way?
If anything, he seemed lifeless, expressionless, you know.
Was he alone?
No, he had a woman with him.
Interesting. Can you describe her appearance?
I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. She wore a cloak concealing most of her face. I assumed it was due to the Lucifer pandemic. You know how some folks still cover themselves up.
I doubt that was a medical cloak. I suspect it served another purpose.
You don't think she was...
I'm not jumping to any conclusions at the moment. Thank you for your cooperation. So it appears Anthony spent the evening with a mysterious woman. Now the question is, was it the one who ended his life or someone else entirely? The Chief Inspector would undoubtedly want to know about this. Anthony's last meal was a seafood feast. I hit up the seafood market. Turns out he'd been in the company of a woman wrapped in a cloak.
A cloak? Then we have a potential witch.
That's my suspicion as well.
It's time to turn up the heat on Madeline. If the witch has resurfaced in our dimension, and a dangerous one at that, Madeline likely knows more than she's revealed. I think you should pay her another visit.
I'm already on the move. Hello again, Madeline. Hope you're up for a little more chat.
I already told you everything, Sentinel.
Consider this. Helping me could bring justice to the victim.
Sorry, but I've got nothing more to add.
She remains tight-lipped. Maybe a softer touch will do the trick. That man over there has been keeping an eye on me. Maybe he's got some answers for me. Hey there. Enjoying a drink?
Seems like you've been bothering the lady over there. Can't you let her do her thing in peace?
Bothering? I'm on the trial of a murder case. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any shady business that went down here today, would you?
I don't know a thing, man.
That's very convenient, Mr.
Call me Thunder.
So, Thunder, I bet you know something, or you wouldn't be chatting me up.
Maybe I'm just killing time. Ain't much for downtrodden souls to do in the city.
So, you're bored, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Could be.
Alright then. Doesn't look like we're going to get far with this conversation. No? Okay. Alright. I don't know why I didn't do that first. Good idea. I'd best show her the photo when I talk to her. Am I allowed to do that? How do I show the photo and talk to her? I'm confused. How do I do this? Why is this not working? I see you finished watching the movie.
I'm catching up on yesterday's baseball game.
Mind if I borrow the cassette?
Sure, just make sure it's back by tomorrow. I don't want to deal with any late fees.
Okay. Damn it. Huh. Well, how do I talk to her then? It won't... I think... Is this bugged? I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know what to do. Talk to her. Got a VCR?
Got 4 of them.
I can't get this guy's voice consistent.
Got 4 of them.
Who has 4 VC? Anyway, here you go. Gunslingers and Sweethearts in the Wild West. The latest in home entertainment.
Isn't that Quentin Tarantino's latest flick? Been a while since I've seen a good movie. Thanks. Now let's talk about what you don't know about what happened earlier.
Oh, that's me talking. Fuck. Now let's talk about what you don't know about what happened earlier today.
Well, I don't have much to offer. Only that some folks miss their old homes.
Go on.
And others take pity on them, helping them cross over.
That's what I suspected.
You see, some folks get so much they forget to take care of themselves. So when they finally head to the pharmacy or such, they can't find what they need due to the shortages. Gets a person mighty anxious, doesn't it?
I reckon it might. Okay. So I need to get drugs then. Looks like the Luciferian plague still has you concerned.
With over 1 million lives lost to that dreadful disease, I won't be taking any chances.
That's why I thought you might find this helpful. It's the most potent disinfectant around, the stuff pathologists use.
Thank you. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated.
Safety first, especially considering your line of work.
Ain't that the truth?
I was wondering if you'd be more inclined to talk to me now.
Alright. What do you need to know?
I've got reason to believe a witch or maybe even 2 have recently crossed over to our dimension. One of them may be linked to a murder that occurred today.
For certain, you don't seem to know much about witches, do you?
They are a pretty secretive bunch.
Witches leave a hidden message engraved to the hearts of their victims. They utter fiery words that leave an invisible verse behind. You'll need to cut out and burn it with a bloodless crimson liquid. Then a dark substance will reveal the verse left behind. This might give you the answers you seek.
A rather dark method, but I appreciate your help, Madeline. Okay, I guess we have just come back to using the picture. Anthony's heart, I can almost feel its final beat. What should I do next? Shouldn't burn the heart yet. I've retrieved the heart as the first step. Now the second step is to soak it with the bloodless crimson liquid. Done. Then this? Not quite yet. Okay. Fingers crossed. There. The heart has been burned. That's disgusting. I hope this does the trick, or Madeline and I will need to have a serious talk. The squid's ink seems to have done the trick. A fiery message has appeared in the heart. It reads, "Faceless, I play a role. Kiss me to stir my soul. Faceless, I play a role." I wonder what that means. The second part reads, "Kiss me to stir my soul." Ugh, kissing a witch's mask. Let's just get it done with. Tastes just like I would have expected.
Well, well, well. Look who's woken me up with a kiss.
This is how the witch is gonna sound, alright? A real sleeping beauty, huh? Now tell me, where's your owner?
Hold on, Sentinel. Don't rush me. You know a witch's mask likes to take her time. If you hurry her, she can get unpredictable.
You don't intimidate me, Mask. If you don't want me to chuck you in the crematorium too, you better start talking.
Oh my. You'd reckon folks would fear masks more, seeing as our wearers commune with devils.
All you masks are alike, talking without end. Why'd your wearer go after Anthony Maxwell? What did he ever do to deserve her attention?
Ah, that's something you'll have to ask her yourself, my dear Sentinel.
Where can I find her?
I could tell ya, but where's the fun in that? Instead, I'll share a verse of my own. Decipher it, and you'll learn her whereabouts. Let's see if you can crack this. Better put on your thinking cap. Twirl a skull and boil a goal. Then sing a scorn and blow the horn.
That's an easy one.
Is it, Sentinel?
Your wearer left this poor excuse of a riddle with me. She clearly wanted me to find her.
So, what's the answer then?
The verse points to the old Cowling mansion, once owned by Ivan Cowling, a renowned theater actor famous for stirring the Blackburn plays. The different lines refer to Blackburn's most notable works. Twirl a skull refers to The Undertaker. Boil a goal is about the fisherman, where the protagonist contracts the dreaded boil disease. And sing and scorn must be to refer to the jester.
And blow the horn?
That part's obviously about D. Horn, the actor's former surname.
You're both a sentinel and a scholar, ain't ya? Quite impressive.
Right then, time to catch up with your wearer.
Pass on my regards, Sentinel.
Can I take the let me take the machine gun! The door to the abandoned Cowling mansion creaked open, so I let myself in. Looked as I expected. Peeling paint, missing floorboards, and a musty shit smell from the moldy wallpaper. Most of the mansion was dark, except for one room on the second floor, the third door on the left. Surprisingly, that room was in excellent condition, as if someone cared to keep it livable. I have a feeling I'm not alone. There hasn't been much use of hide and seek. This hasn't been much of a hide and seek, has it?
Ah, you finally arrived. This night's been dragging on forever.
It isn't this night you should be fretting about. It's the night they'll burn you at the stake.
There's that too.
So before I ask the all-important question of why you did it, who are you?
My name's Baron. Bira.
Bira. It's Bira. Any kin to Mayan Chirp?
Mayan was my younger sister.
She's dead then?
Has been. For 3 months now.
You've left a crumb trail of clues from the scene to the crime to here. You wanted to get caught for the murder of Anthony Maxwell.
Want doesn't quite capture it. I reckon if I can't escape, might as well allow myself to get caught than live in hiding. Hiding doesn't suit me.
Why did you do it?
Anthony offered a way to blend in for those witches who sneaked back from the other dimension. No more would they need to hide their faces to conceal they were witches. They could don special plastic masks he made that fit like a glove. Slap it on and no one would be the wiser. My sister got enchanted by the idea of leaving that hellish dimension, so she got one for herself. But Anthony wasn't doing us witches a favors, you see. Soon enough, the witches wearing his masks became sick and started dying, one after the other. First, blood poured from their mouths, then their eyes. My sister had endured 3 days and 3 nights before she succumbed. Anthony poisoned the masks. He didn't want the witches returning. He wanted them dead.
Any proof to back that up?
Anthony meticulously penned down his plan in his diary, which I have here with me. I'm sure you have the means to confine his handwriting.
That devil.
Are you taking me in now, Sentinel? Not that I'm in a hurry to see the stake, but I'm exhausted. It's been a long day.
Pack up your things, including your Tommy gun and the mask from Anthony's apartment, and go.
Go where, Sentinel?
Back to the other dimension.
That option is not available to me, Sentinel. You see, while we witches figured out a way to travel here, the trick doesn't work when we want to go back.
Stay here then, besides me, and no one knows where to find you. Retrieving your Tommy gun and mask from Anthony's place will put you at risk. I'll fetch those for you, but then you better hide well. I don't want to ever see or hear about you again.
You're doing this for me? Why?
There's no justice for witches, only justice against witches. They'll burn you if I turn you in, no matter what Anthony did. Rest assured, if I find out this diary is a forgery, I'll come back for you. Goodbye, Bira. Stay low and keep out of trouble. Alright. That was pretty fun. Kinda disappointed on the using the picture thing to talk to Madeline. It didn't work. I don't know if you can show her the picture or if it's implied that you did when talking to her, but that did set me back a little bit. I spent like 5 minutes kind of going back through all the other places trying to figure out what to do. But no, that was pretty fun. It looks beautiful. The music is fantastic. The story was fun. There's a lot of lore to this. I really liked this. I might actually go support them on Patreon too, because I really enjoyed this game. Let me know what you guys thought of this game. Leave a suggestion for games down in the comments, and I will see you guys later.